So this is going to be a gameplay where I go against Voiceless Voice, a meta pick that is able to run like 15 to 20 non-engine. It's a very good deck, and I wanted to show you guys how to break their board and then also how to go first against them. This was on YuGiOh Omega, and if you guys want to see more gameplays like this, make sure to leave a like down below. Let's get right into it. Branded best deck. I am going to be starting a new podcast also next week, next Sunday, guys. It's going to be either every other Sunday or every Sunday, basically. Well, I mean, it'll be uploaded eventually. Or I think we stream it. Yeah, we're going to stream it every Sunday. Gonna see how it does. It's going to be about, like, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And mainly news of the Yu-Gi-Oh! And then just us just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussing. It's kind of like Pot of Greed, but just like about competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm banishing the hell out of this Saphira, though, so he doesn't get another ritual summon. Summons out Old Man, and that's how I already know he's on a build. He's on a bad voiceless build if he's on Old Man still. He hasn't watched the Prophecy Wiz Goo. He just passes on that. Quite a sad state of affairs. Sun Retribution, Chain Opening, or High Spirits. Thoughts on Incredible Ecclesia in the main. You use almost your exact build, but feel it always pays off. It's not a bad card. I loved it with Gizmekuka being good in the format because of Fiendsmith, but besides that, not really. Also, why are you chaining Skull Guardian, sir, to this? Excuse me? He's chaining Skull Guardian to Albion. Holy. Someone call a doctor. I hope he pops in my Saronir next. What's wrong with Old Man, GZ1K? It's a brick. What did Old Man ever do to you? Everything. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I'd watch Prophecy was his video on it, his deck profile on it. Like, he explains it really well there, but essentially not needed. Like, people just, there are combos available that let you play without it, and they are better combos in general. He has Ash Blossom. That's just funny. He almost had me if it weren't for this meddling kit. Although he's still putting me on not a lot. Does he have a Veiler for the last card too? If he does, he's just built different. Voiceless players are built different. Depends on the voiceless player, I'm gonna be real. Well, now we resolve Branded Fusion. Well, he has Field Spawn Graveyard, so... How do we do this? How do we do this? I mean, I think it's pretty simple. I just wish I had Shiren for, like, moments like this. Like, Shiren would make this really funny. Actually, Shiren would do nothing. Send Puppet. Okay, yeah. I know what I'm doing. I know how to play against Voiceless Voice, folks. I swear. Okay, he's gonna go Radiance. That's epic, actually, going Radiance when you already have something that... I mean, I guess. Like, I understand. But, like, it's still bad. Also, now I just get free branded in red. I like free things, guys, don't you? That's why we're giving away free gifts for people who are supporting the channel, Twitch members and YouTube members, or YouTube members and Twitch subs, of course. Yeah, this deck sucks, man. Deck actually sucks. I could go Retribution, get that. That does nothing. Yeah, why not? This actually annihilates the board. And it gives me so much advantage. Go Tragedy, search another Aluber, pop his 2 back row, and then attack over his Cerebus. Of course I draw the puppet, but that's like actually probably just better. I can fuse off with it with Cartesia. I can still go normal summon Aluber too. That's actually fucking absurd. Stop, he's already dead. Why can't I send Sprind off of this? Excuse me. Trap also insulates Puppet Lock, says Daniel Kempen. I was about to say, I just have Puppet Lock there. Now we side in all the chummies, which actually no we don't. Fuwalos is terrible against Voiceless. Fuwalos is actually like hardcore terrible, but purrely is really good. Board Breaker City. Even Shadal Dragon won't do terribly into this matchup. Side out the Book of Eclipses. I think the Bestials are quite good here. Side out a book or a branded opening. Side out Maximus. Side out a Cartesia. Maybe a white. I like white going second. Makes grass a lot better. Fortunately, you aren't wrong, says GZ1K about the old man talk. Also, double evenly matched Book of Eclipse. Interesting. I need one extender, please, Konami. This double evenly is about to go quite hard. I just wish there was like a thrust to pair with it, you know. I mean about Voiceless Voice being bad. Old man, my goat. I said Voiceless Voice was bad. I don't think Voiceless is bad. I think it just depends on the player. Like, if you're Prophecy Wiz, you're gonna be doing great with that deck, but like, still, that deck has limits, you know? Like, what does it do under, like, certain scenarios? Like, what do you do under Shifter? And I know it does have Shifter lines, but they're not great. Bring back Appo. I can't play Voiceless Voice without. You don't need Appo for Voiceless Voice, though. Like, that was never the card that made Voiceless Voice good, though. Definitely was nice, though. I just felt like it was a really good... It was fair. It's just never been good into the format. Like, I feel like decks just generally have a good matchup into it. And it has a lot of good, there's a lot of non-engine, so it, like, it just skirts along through formats. It's kind of like, Melodious. At least Melodious is an engine, though. I drew my one piece of engine, guys. I did it. Yes, you negate it with Skull Guardian. Yes. Maybe I should have went Book of Eclipse first, to be honest, in case there is a Solemn Judgment. But I wanted to save the Book of Eclipse for, like, the Imperm Veiler. Exactly why I saved the Book of Eclipse. Let's go. No Imper, or no Ash Blossoms. We can go Albion the Branded Dragon, go into Lupelion, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't love this board. But hey, man, Mirror Jade Pass is also a thing, you know? It's a little bit more than Mirror Jade Pass, but... basically how it feels. Because Mirror Jade Pass isn't very often on this game, I feel like, without Maxx. We do have a target for Branded in red here. Which gets us Borreload Furious, in case he goes Barrier. Melodious is good. I won't tolerate any slander about it. Hey man, I'm about to be playing Melodious Ryzeal when that comes out. Don't worry. But also, that deck is so mid as a pure deck. Branded Fusion. Not the one of Branded Fusion. I swear he's gonna take it. The Branded Fusion's great here if you can go Renbrum, but I don't think you can. Nah, says GZ1K. Where are Melodious's results, though? Like, they're like of like the top 10 best decks, so I can't say it's bad. It's not bad. It's one of the better decks. I knew he'd take the fucking Branded Fusion every time. And now he goes branded fusion. I have Mercurier for whatever he goes into. He can't just like shotgun the Mirror Jade. Melodious tier 0 says GZ 1K, sure. When will Sleeve Chief restock their branded shit? I do not know. I am not sponsored by them. But maybe one day. Probably not. They're like the type of company that doesn't really restock their things, right? Now you go barrier, and then I pop your barrier. Let's do this. Okay, so he had low. I was like, it's either low or barrier. Oh yeah, I knew he had low, I'm pretty sure. No, he summoned the low. I drew the brick. Rest in peace, dude. So what does he do next? I think I just go Mirror Jade, banish. So he can't link off. And then put one in the graveyard. I don't want this in the graveyard, so it's definitely like Mirror Jade banish at this point. Fusion deployment's not terrible off of Albalanedos. That's fine. I forgot about Trias, Hierarch, this thing. I forgot all about that card. How's it going, Josh, in the chat? Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what he has to extend from here. If he because like I got rid of the barrier, so he really has to have like Saphira and Saphira only to extend from here, I think. That's why he's like doing a big think here. I just don't think he has anything. Yep, he doesn't have anything. And now I just get a free summon off of fusing off the Albion, which pluses me. Yeah, fuck it. I don't feel like losing to Imperm. Or sorry, Valor. Search out the branded and white. Nice. We're in a cool little win streak here. Put in a little bit more, a little better going second option with the droplets maybe. Or no, what did I put in? I put in more gas. I put in different kinds of gas instead of the duplications because these are probably getting them to the members only group chat. Members only classroom rather, which is like a coaching little classroom where we have a bunch of people in it now. But I get to everybody who ends up asking a question. Also, everyone else is there to